totally straight. This sounds so hetero.
Oh, yeah, totally.
There's no undertones at all. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
And now, Chase, get on your back and let me hold your ankles. Let me put them over my shoulder.
It's the short legs and long back.
As a dachshund, I can attest that is true. That is a hazard. I mean, but rude? I mean, don't call dachshunds that. What's next? You're gonna call us sausage hounds? Because that's our word, okay? Only we get to use it.
Okay, wiener dog.
All right, TJ, go for it.
You have to bend over more than most of us. Keep a good posture and lift heavy things with your knees, even though you barely have any.
His fingers dance a bit lower before pulling back.
You'll thank yourself 20 years from now when you're not in constant pain. Just ask your dad.
I put both my hands on my back, feeling warm and a lot more loose.
Ooh, I'm feeling all loosey-goosey now, TJ. Let's go back to the no-tell motel and see how loosey we can both be. Hey, I actually do feel a little bit better. It's almost like the thing you're studying has positive effects for what you can do, TJ.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like the thing he
Great.
specializes in.
Now drop your pants.
It's actually useful,
Yes,
yeah.
sir, Mr. TJ.
I'm impressed with how much TJ knows about otters. Probably knows the same amount about all the other species, too.
Except for Jenna, because she's smelly girl. No foxes. But, you're really smart.
TJ ducks his head modestly.
No, I'm just repeating what I've learned. Like I completely memorized my textbooks. I have OCD and stuff.
I mean, I forget everything I learned within a week, making college completely useless. All my money's being wasted, and AI is going to replace my job in a few years as a journalist.
I do too sometimes. Just have to keep studying until it sticks. And, not be an idiot.
TJ looks around.
Actually, I really wish you could lay down somewhere. Then I could give you a real massage. Do you want to lay down on that spider-infested log we need to clean?
Yeah, again, this sounds so straight. I don't know what you guys are talking about. There's clearly no homosexuality in this visual novel at all.
Yeah,
I just don't know what you guys are talking about.
Maybe...
I mean, other than it would be amazing!
I mean, maybe we should just go and ask Jaundice if we can lay down on, like, her couch or something. Or if she can clear off her table and you can lay down on her table. You haven't met Brian yet and had your fun times with him, so this probably won't be horrifically traumatizing or anything. And Jaundice will probably
with his,
like the view.
Yeah, with his massage rack. That's what we're calling it.
Yeah, massage rack. He even has a mirror. You can see what I'm doing.
Yeah, you can see the relief just appear on your face.
It's and then you can even get like a school credit as applied work. Dang it, I can't think of the term. Work study.
Applied credit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, work study. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's intern at Brian's.
Yeah, Jaundice won't mind if you just lay down on her table for a little while. She'll just be sitting there eating her lemon, drinking lemonade, eating lemon meringue pie.
Moaning to herself.
Yeah, eating lemon drops.
Just don't mind where one of her paws went. Just don't ask.
Don't ask.
Why is there a pump? Why is there a loop? Like, where did that come from?
It's just like it's really hot inside, but for some reason she's wearing a blanket.
She's just practicing her DJing skills, on a very small needle in somewhere.
That would be amazing.
I could give you one tonight when we're back at the motel.
You sure? I mean, Jenna might be there. She might watch. And
I
that,
get one
why does that
too.
make it hotter? Shut up, TJ. I'm not having those thoughts.
Of course. I mean, I did sort of drag you out here.
The thought has me feeling warm, and not just in my back. Go for it, Chase.
That bad computer.
Go
Don't
to,
worry
don't
about it.
Oh, I think I
It's
jumped ahead.
actually kind of nice. Haven't done work like this in a few years. You know, not a lot of
Hmm.
landscaping jobs go with journalism.
That's true. Aren't a whole lot of landscaper otters either. TJ smiles back at me.
Yeah, I would assume he's more into aquatic construction.
Mm-hmm. Otter, saturation diver.
Yeah, underwater welder.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually wouldn't be too bad. He'd probably make a ton of
Yeah,
fucking
he'd probably
money,
be
actually.
great.
Well, except the
Especially-
life expectancy on that job is so insanely low. Like, it's got like a 2-year average life expectancy because it's
Yeah.
so crazy dangerous.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's measured in months and not years sometimes. TJ, go for it.
Is it? It is, isn't it?
He leans back and stretches, and I have to force myself to not stare at his arcing torso.
I think that's it for the tumbleweeds, though.
I look a little forlornly at the pile of boards. TJ follows my gaze and gives me a sympathetic smile.
Remember, with the knees.
TJ says brightly as he marches over to the pile.
Remember.
Jumps out and is like, ah!
To be fair, Chase's knees should be pretty hardy after dating Leo. Hey-oh!
Well, that's part of why he has back problems. His torso is so long he has to hunch over all the time.
Hey,
We find out pretty quickly that while there aren't many tarantulas, the ruins of the shed are infested with spiders. Several of them black widows. Because those are actually dangerous compared to blondes, TJ goes in to ask Jaundice for bug spray. I go back to water myself again with the hose, letting the freezing water run down the sides of my head and off my snout.
You know, if you refrigerating the water, I get the first couple squirts might be a little cold, but they've been out there a while with that hose and it's still freezing cold.
yeah, that's not gonna
What
happen.
is she
That's gonna
doing
be
with that?
that's gonna be boiling hot water.
Exactly. How is it cold water still?
At least what's currently in the hose is going to be boiling hot water. Once it gets underground, then maybe then it will definitely cool down. But right now, it's boiling hot water. He puts it on. He sprays it easily. He just
Oh, it's like his fur starts melting off of his face.
Spiders. Why did it have to be spiders? Always with the spiders. Fucking everywhere.
I shiver
Hey,
again.
hey, TJ, spiders, very dangerous. You go first.
I'd been uptight ever since TJ had faked seeing that tarantula. I just having the mental image again of TJ walking over to the boards and a huge spider just jumping at slow mo's. It's right towards his face.
Yeah, Shelob just happens to live in Janice's place.
Yeah.
You know, it saves on rent.
Yep. I stand back up, letting the water run down my back in front, sighing at how good it feels. I hear the front door open and shut and the sound of TJ's footsteps coming around the house. Looking back down at still running hose in my hand, I smirk. TJ did start this little prank war, so I don't feel too bad for what I'm about to do. I press myself up against the side of the house. I feel like this is gonna go horribly wrong.
Oh no, this plan sounds perfectly thought out and it's going to be great.
Yep.
Especially with all the parentheses. You know that is just the mark of a good prank.
Mm-hmm. And it's just gonna he's just gonna kink it, and then as soon as he sees someone, he's not gonna make sure it's the right color fur. He just lets go. I press myself up against the sides of the house, making sure that there aren't any spiders first. The second I see the lynx's foot stick out from the corner, I swing the hose up. My original intention had been to wet the front of his pants, so that it looked like he'd peed himself. Unfortunately, he's too far away from the house, and instead he's left staring at me while an arc of water falls short of him by a good 3 feet. He's holding stuff, but I don't take the time to see what it is before I press my thumb to the opening of the hose and send a spray right into TJ's face. TJ gasps like he just fell into ice water and stumbles back, almost tripping. I laugh.
Chase, what the heck?
I finally cut the stream of water, revealing a furiously blinking and dripping lynx. In one hand is a broom, and in the other is a plate of what probably used to be cookies.
Oh no.
They look kind of mushy now.
Ah, crap. I mean, normally I dip my cookies in milk, but this is, recycled water she's using for this hose. So, blur.
TJ drops the broom to examine his plate of cookies. He tips it to the side and lets a stream of murky, crumb-filled water slosh off the plate.
They smelled good too.
I walk over and take the plate from him.
Well, the ones on top aren't so bad. Come on, TJ, you want some tops? You want a top, right? Come on, just a little bit soggy.
TJ wrinkles his nose. They use recycled water here. We've been pouring it over you all day. It's getting in your eyes, in your mouth.
Gray water.
Yeah, that'll really help with the musk.
Ooh.
Just throw them out into the desert. I'd feel bad if John just saw.
I pick up a cookie and take a bite. It's a bit soggy on the surface, but it's warm and gooey in the center.
Recycled water cookie.
She even uses it in her actual cooking.
Black water cooking.
TJ looks at me in horror.
Chase!
What? I love recycled water. I love all water, TJ. I am an otter. Water always is good for me.
Yeah, don't you know? Like when you jump into the lake, you're basically jumping into recycled water.
What? This tastes freaking amazing. I'm gaslighting you, TJ. Look at this light. Do you see electricity? No, it's a gas light, which is what I'm doing. So quit being so uptight and take a bite. Take it. I'm putting things in your mouth, TJ. This is training for later.
I take another bite. TJ,
Stop!
go for
Oh,
it.
wow, I thought I was making that up, but okay, I forgot that it is irrigation water.
Stop!
I thought
What
I
if
was being
that's
stupid.
irrigation water?
That makes me pause for a second, but I shrug. I swallowed water all the time when I swam in the lake. Oh, wait, that's Chase. Go for it, Chase.
I swallowed all the sorts of things, TJ. You have no idea. Sometimes it was even water when I used to swim in the lake.
When I swim with Leo, I swallow all sorts of things.
I wonder right after I say that if I shouldn't be mentioning the lake around TJ, but he just shakes his head, making his way around me.
If you start throwing up tonight, then we'll know why.
TJ, I'm going to go on like the hardest bender. I'm going to be drinking all of the booze. So there's no way A, bacteria like that could survive in my stomach, and B, I'm going to be throwing up anyway. So I am just going to gaslight you yet again, Doctor Boy. But then I'll have to, be like a wounded soldier that you'll have to take care of me, Doctor.
Dr. Lengths, Dr. Lengths.
I mean, you have to call House for, to get another diagnosis. That'll be wrong, and then by the episode, he'll figure it out.
And he'll beat you with his cane.
Well, TJ might be into caning. Who knows?
Who knows?
He likes impact play.
I don't know much about actually being sick.
He watches me anxiously as I take another bite.
Still, it's really good. Again, I'm gaslighting you. Taste the irrigation water, TJ. Take the things in your mouth.
Take the Blackwater cookies.
I point at the broom in the dirt.
I love that.
What's with the broom? It's not like we're doing yard work, and that would be a useful tool.
She wants us to sweep the desert clean.
Yeah, she wants us to comb the desert. So I've got a giant afro pick like it's Spaceballs.
TJ bends down to pick it up.
Jaundice didn't have any bug spray, so she said to brush off the boards with this.
I groan.
I was thinking you could do the brushing and I'll do the lifting since your back is sore and your body sucks.
I groan.
Don't worry. Jaundice said if we get a bit to her... Wait, sorry. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Jaundice says if we get bit to let her know so she can take us to the hospital.
Surprisingly, she doesn't want a dead otter on her property. Or does she? I mean, that's comforting. I mean, her willing to do the absolute most minimum thing she could possibly do after talking us into doing her yard work for her for free.
Well, I think it's kind of silly. We're being concerned about a spider with some of the smallest in the kingdom. And we got tons of fur. But, fuck anatomy. Yeah, listen. I'm sorry about all this. I didn't know it was going to be so tough on you.
I swallow guiltily.
Oh, I swallow. TJ, take note. I swallow. But I'm mostly joking about the swallowing. It's really how spidery it is. And none of them are radioactive, so we're not going to get superpowers, TJ. Or do we? TJ, get bit. We need to know this for science.
And if TJ
Again,
wants
I'm gaslighting you.
And if TJ wants Chase to have superpowers, he can give him all the super Christian powers, but he has to do it by helping him swallow things and biting him.
Okay, Spider Otter actually sounds like a cool idea for like a furry comic. Spider Otter? Spider Otter.
That's
he
right.
He can do nothing because he's a dumb otter. Spider Otter.
You can't even escape by jumping in the friggin' water.
And now you know what to write, Kaiser. Because you've been on Blue Skies and you've been like, would anyone want to see this? Would anyone want to see this? It's like, now we know what you should write.
Spider Otter meets Full Metal Furry. Yep.
Spider Otter versus Full Metal Furry. Does that mean that like Leo gets turned? They accidentally sacrifice Leo's entire body, and he gets put into like an Iron Wolf costume.
Yeah, but Flynn's Mustang, so like he's got the glove. He can just burn everything down. You're like, nice. I told you, TJ, you need to answer my questions. Snap.
All right, TJ, go for it.
I'll buy at the diner when we're finished, okay?
I smile at him. I'm not hurting for money at all, but I know it'll make TJ feel better if I let him.
All right, that's a deal. You as a Christian college student clearly just got like money to throw around. I know later we're going to go to the modern smoke room and you're going to just make it rain on all those boys. I know that's what you do, TJ.
It's afternoon at this point. The sun low enough that Jaundice's house is casting a shadow across the backyard. Of course, that shadow is a good few feet away from where we're working. Glorious. I set to work trying to sweep away spiders, their egg sacs, and all kinds of other bugs while TJ grabs the big boards and drags them across the yard. I'm pretty bad at it, but trying not to yelp while I jerk the end of the broom back and forth like an idiot. TJ tells me several times that I can sit it out, but I'd feel way too guilty if I did. At one point, I almost flick a spider onto TJ, which sends him screaming. But after several apologies and nervous laughter later, we're back at it. It takes a lot longer than it should, mainly because of all the sweeping I'm doing. But a few hours later, we're down to the last few boards. Most of what's left is rotting, crumbling wood. TJ wipes a hand across his forehead.
Well, I'd say this is the last one.
I give the board a cursory brush, happy to not see any spiders on this one.
TJ, you disappoint me. What is that shirt doing on? I told you to take the shirt off. I didn't give you permission to be clothed. Yeah, I don't know why I'm suddenly making Chase like this weird Dom top, but what do you guys think?
You have like the two bottomest people here, except one of them is actually doing something that will be successful in life. The other
Hey,
one's
I
gonna
was thinking,
struggle.
do you want to go on another hike tomorrow? Because even I, the otter who hated hiking the most, would rather do that than be around Jaundice. We could invite the others to go with us, like we probably should have done the first time.
TJ looks up at me.
You sure? I thought you didn't like it. You were complaining like a bitch the whole time.
Again, I complain a lot. I'm like, a bratty top. Now I'm a bratty dom. So you just have to like take my complaints, stubby boy. I mean, I had fun. I had you alone, DJ.
TJ smiles.
Well, all right. That'd be awesome.
He's grinning now, and that makes me feel even better.
All right. Let's get this done, and we can go to the diner and plan it out.
Sounds like a plan. And, when I'm in the restroom, TJ, this time actually go through with it. I mean, I was presenting. Again, I'm going to gaslight you about everything. Reality is fake, TJ.
Just imagine, like, tomorrow, Chase is just like, oh, I can't move.
The only thing that can help me is lots of linksy massages. Jenny, get out of here. Kick.
TJ just like, let me work on your leg. He's just holding a leg like, oh no.
Let me massage your tail. That looks naughty too.
Especially here at the base. I think that's the worst part. With that, TJ flips the board and reveals a massive tarantula. 8 beady black eyes reflect the sun, and I'm soon almost blinded by it. They bore into me, and the spider turns slowly, crab-like on its legs, so it can face me. My stomach turns. As my stomach turns, the newest soap opera.
Sorry, that's when the Elden Ring music card kicks in and like a boss bar appears. Be like, oh no, the spider!
My stomach turns and the ground tilts. I feel like I'm falling off the edge of the world. I grab for something, but I try for something, anything, but all that is there is, but all that there is air around me, and I fall into the darkness. Shoulders are down, all right. I feel like water's rushing through my ears, and I have to widen my stance to keep from falling. Are you listening? Huh? Go for it, Jace.
Huh?
Shh.
Huh? I mean, I'm an otter, so
Ace!
my ability to close my ears underwater is a species-defining thing,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll act like this is weird.
Hello.
Why, hello there.
How do you like my
Chase!
TikTok? How do you like my TikTok shop microphone?
Hello, do we have a guest, apparently?
Apparently we do for now.
What are you guys
Hello.
playing?
We are doing some Echo.
The
What is
straightest game ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's a visual novel.
Yeah.
It's a visual. Are you actually playing a game or what's
Yes.
going on?
Yeah, we are playing it. You can actually watch
Yeah,
the
we were
stream
playing
if
it.
you wish.
Oh, you're streaming right now?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, let me see this. I
This
swear
has
if
been a
I'm
fun
signed
one.
There you
It's been a
go.
real fun one.
Yeah, chaos event has occurred.
Indeed. But alright, let's go ahead and get on into it.
Huh?
I try to focus on the kid in front of me.
What? No, sorry, I'm got off rhythm here.
Did
Uh,
you die or something?
I don't know. I was thinking of something else. I mean, us as the only two otters, we have a bond, Sydney. We're, very important to each other.
You're dumb.
How dumb? How could you say that? Because you're the dumb one. Meh.
I don't feel good.
Toby stands there with his arms around his stomach, his ears down. Thank you, subscriber.
Do you want to keep doing Sydney? Because I could do it if you don't want to.
Quit being a baby, Toby. Just one more round.
I don't want.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I wasn't following your Twitch, Fenmir.
Oh, no worries.
I thought I was,
Yeah, no
so
worries.
I am now.
Oh, yeah, also,
Cool, man.
As
go!
the empire grows.
Sydney grabs Toby by the shoulder and sticks a leg out behind his leg. TJ is easily tripped and goes down on his back in the dirt. I get the feeling that the lynx is purposely losing so he can be done with it. Sydney doesn't like that and tries to pull TJ back up before rolling the lynx onto his stomach. He yanks on Toby's ears.
Oh.
I step closer.
Okay, Sydney wins. Because this is clearly something TJ would want to do. And yeah, this doesn't sound like bullying at all.
I raise a hand and point it at Sydney, just wanting this to stop. Sydney keeps going and grabs his shirt, and Sydney keeps grabs his shirt that he'd be thrown on the ground earlier, and wraps it around Toby's neck.
Sydney, are you named after one of the only cities that I know of in Australia? Are you? Are
Hardcore,
you going to go opera house on this?
hardcore rules. It's all legal.
Come on.
Toby grabs at his neck while his eyes widen as Sydney leans back, pulling Toby's head back with him. The lynx's arms flail around, his mouth wide open. I stand there, confused. Is it okay if it's not against the rules? Sydney laughs and leans even further back, looking excited and happy. Toby stares at me with wide, bulging eyes.
Okay, to be fair, Sydney basically just pulled a Kaiba. He's just like, screw the rules. I'm a sharp. Oh, take this now. Stop.
I reach forward and grab onto TJ.
Chase, can you hear me?
TJ's looking down at me with wide blue eyes.
Toby? I'm gonna dead name you now. I'm gonna gaslight you, girl boss you, and dead name you. You sexy little lynx, you twinkiness.
I what?
I blink up at him, feeling sick. TJ feels my head, then stands up and starts pulling me along the ground.
What are you doing? I mean, this isn't the first time I've been dragged through the desert in non-menace compass, but I mean, what are you doing, TJ?
Gotta get you inside.
He grunts as he pulls at me. He grunts as he pulls me, and that's when my stomach lurches and I roll over and vomit up the cookies.
Crap. I knew it was Blackwater cookies.
I mean, to be fair, I know what it actually means, but that actually kind of sounds like a cool brand name.
It
I
does sound like
mean,
a cool brand name. I was thinking that.
You know,
Sounds
you
like
gotta
a cool
drink it with your
brand name.
Black Rifle coffee.
They're just cookies made by the Blackwater mercenaries. They just imagine there's like some dudes and like some like soldier dudes and some mercenaries in like full kit for some reason. They're just baking cookies.
Yeah, and then like the about section of the company website says about cookies started. Blackwater cookies started in my RV.
He just has a whisk attachment for his rifle as he's instead of a bayonet.
So you can whisk away all the terrorists.
I can hear TJ starting to panic, so I grab at him. I have to cough and spit several times before I can speak.
No, I'm fine. Don't freak out. I'm only clearly having acute food poisoning, passed out in the middle of the hot desert. But come on, TJ, don't worry about me. Again, behold the gaslighting.
No, you're not. Can you stand up?
Yeah, I'm good.
I get up on wobbly but stable enough legs. TJ puts an arm around me.
We're calling an ambulance once we get inside, because you just swallowed a whole bunch of Blackwater cookies.
No, I'm all right. I only need a stomach pump, a lot of antibiotics, probably a drip IV to make sure I'm hydrated. But I'm gonna ignore all that.
No, you're not all right. This is serious. Septic. Food poisoning and going septic is real. It's real serious.
He starts limping me towards the front of the house.
I should have been keeping an eye on you.
TJ's voice cracks and I stop him.
I mean, to be fair, TJ, I do want your eyes on me. Come on. You know, yeah. Hey, look at me. Again. Okay, when I go on a weird aside and the actual dialogue works too well, I'm always amazed. Hey, look at me. I'm okay. In fact, I'm fine, TJ. Look.
I look at him.
This otterness.
I look at him in the eyes and see tears threatening to spill over.
I'm just really hungry and stood up too fast. Because the one thing you should do when you're having acute food poisoning to the point of passing out is eat more.
That's
I
right.
mean, you can't stop the train at that point. You gotta just power through eating all as much as you can.
That's right. Chase looks at TJ and he's like, I'm just hungry, TJ. Hungry for that ass.
I just need some protein, TJ. Can you help me supply some?
TJ looks big. It'll supply some protein and hydration at the same time. TJ looks back at me, studying my face.
Just don't call an ambulance for me. At least not yet. I mean, we should probably save that for like the horror part, TJ. I mean, of course, eating Blackwater cookies, that's pretty horrific.
Yeah.
but you know,
I force a laugh.
definitely can't afford that right now. You know, American healthcare. Man, I hope in 10 years they get that fixed because, you know, this game takes place in 2015.
TJ's quiet for a moment, then starts pulling me to the front again.
We're getting you inside at least. I should never have had you under this heat. It's more of a cat's thing, not you failed experiments called otters.
Yeah, because, you know, the person who's best at yard work in the middle of a hot desert is the Arctic cat. Hmm.
I know. Well, it's not really an Arctic cat. It's just a
I
cat.
think, yeah, I think lynxes are live pretty far north. All the, at least, couple images I've seen of them, they're all in snow. That's why their paws are so big. They're natural snowshoes.
Yeah,
I'm just tired. We should just go to the motel instead, and you give me that massage.
yeah, for the most part, lynxes are in the north.
No.
But I mean, some of them can be pretty temperate as well. Like in the Midwest, for example. Like some of them are like they can be found in Utah and stuff like that as well.
Well, they do have like high elevation there, so that kind of makes sense.
I'm
Inside now, just in case.
Jaundice is happy to let us sit on the couch for a while drinking lemonade. Just made. It doesn't feel. TJ doesn't tell her what happened, but he glances at me every now and again, and as if worried I'm going to faceplant off the couch. I feel a little bit dizzy, but otherwise fine. I keep thinking back to that tarantula, but TJ hasn't said anything about it, so I decide to not bring it up yet. Meanwhile, TJ is making awkward conversation with Jaundice. I lean my head back, hungry and tired.
Mainly, it's the wood chopping that'll be the hard part. My back isn't nearly as good as it once was. Oh, yeah, I imagine. I guess I was hoping I could get just a little more help. Oh,
You're pulling the mic a little too close to your mouth, by the way.
how's this?
Yeah, that sounds better.
I guess I was hoping I could get just a little more help. Oh, well, if you didn't mind, of course.
I lift my head from the couch and look at TJ.
I got tomorrow off as well, and I'll be free to show you what needs done if you're willing. Which, you know, if I'm off today and tomorrow, really fucking weird. I still got my work smock on, but we're not going to mention that.
TJ's stuck with his mouth open, then he smiles.
Of course.
I frown. Jaundice beams at him.
Well, you are just a little lifesaver, Tobias. No problem, ma'am. And so proper, too. Just need to pinch those roughs again.
TJ avoids making eye contact with me, a smile plastered to his face all the while. Jaundice suddenly turns her gaze to me, and I'm forced to wipe the glare off my face.
How were those Blackwater cookies?
You know, my life is only really in danger, but, you know, oh, good. They were good, huh, TJ?
TJ,
Gaslighting.
TJ, still smiling, just gives a curt nod.
Good, good. It's my secret recipe.
Extra black watery good.
Mm-hmm. Fresh black water, no less. She winks at me. I feel a little
Out of the
uncomfortable.
bowl. Fresh out of the bowl.
Oh, no. She just takes it and puts it in
Well,
the
to be
blender.
fair, how would she have fresh black water? Because she put it all on the road. Hey-oh.
She winks at me, and I feel a little uncomfortable because the smile doesn't touch her eyes. It's a short walk to the
evil.
diner, and I berate TJ the entire way.
I'm sorry. She just sort of pushed me on it.
You can go ahead, Chase.
TJ, this is going to be the only time I will ever utter this sentence, but you can always say no, except to me, your daddy otter.
I just can't say no.
I'm going to hold you to that one, TJ. Ooh.
You have to
Or
hold
at
it to
least
me,
you had-
Daddy. You'll really have to hold it to me, Daddy.
or at least you had other plans. Again, I super wanted that hike. Oh man, you convinced me. You showed me the light of not God, but the power of hiking. TJ, I'm a changed man because of you.
TJ stays quiet as I push open the door to the diner.
I was kind of looking forward to hanging out again, not eating Blackwater cookies and being poisoned by spiders, but I guess these are the equivalent. It's the law of equivalent exchange.
TJ keeps quiet as we sit down, so I give up and just lean my head back again. Eyes closed. It's quiet for a few minutes before TJ finally speaks up.
How are you feeling?
I rub my eyes gently, my headache now replacing the dizziness that I felt earlier.
Well, TJ, I'm gonna have to go clean my musk glands again, and oh no, the lock still doesn't work. Oh darn! Just come on in if you want to in the bathroom.
John,
I-
John just comes in. She's just like, "What is that sound?"
tired. My head hurts. The acute food poisoning will do that to you.
I really shouldn't have done that. I'm so sorry.
Stop apologizing, you Canadians. I'll give you something I'll give you something to be sorry for later.
Oh,
It's
okay
fine.
then.
It wasn't the heat. It was the acute food poisoning.
TJ frowns and sits back, looking out the window at the sunset.
Sounds like you guys are having so much fun. I'm just over here playing some Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 Modern Warfare.
Sweet.
Yeah, if you don't know what this genre of is it's specifically furry visual novels, and so yes, they are intentionally very gay.
Very, very gay.
Sounds about right.
Ultra gay. Mega gay.
All of the gay.
Monster gay.
Sorry, I'm not. Combo. Simon. Pow. Sorry, I'm not mad. I just don't want to see you beat yourself up over it because that's what me and my flogger are for, TJ. Quit trying to steal my job. Quit trying to ruin my fun.
I don't tell him that his constant fretting and apologizing is grating on my headache.
Well, make sure you try to eat. We might just need energy.
Go ahead, Chase. Here's hoping. At that moment, a young stag I vaguely recognize comes up to our table. It's weird seeing someone so young and fresh in Jaundice's position. Once he gets to our table, though, his eyes lighten up. Tej?
I'm back.
Welcome back. Tej? TJ sits up suddenly, a big grin spreading across his face.
Julian!
Ooh, can I be Julian?
Yeah, you can be Julian if you want.
Yeah, see, his nose is just not red enough. I don't know how Santa's sleigh is gonna possibly make it.
It's been a while since I've seen him. He's bigger, and so are his antlers. I barely recognize him.
And Chase, too? What in the world are you two doing here? I thought the town council was clear when they banished you.
For being too gay. Teach, go for it.
Visiting. I didn't know you had a job here. That's cool.
Julian grins.
Not really. It pays some of the bills. The sexual harassment from Jaundice, I mean, but you gotta make do in this town.
At that point, I phase out of the conversation, letting the two of them catch up. TJ had a lot of friends in high school. He had been technically popular. It's a good few minutes before the stag finally takes our orders. Once Julian bustles off to another table, TJ grins at me.
Oh man, it's good to see him again.
Yeah, that's cool. Giving attention to another man in front of me. Yeah, I'm not gonna be at all pissy about this, TJ. You're mine. Mine.
With the awkward stag gone and awkward with the awkward gone, the stag's silence quickly closes in on us.
Just like
Yeah, he's a
breeding of
festival
echo.
from Harry Potter. So, he just brings death with him.
I'm too tired to do much about it, though. I lean my head back again, closing my eyes, feeling like I might fall asleep right there.
So, you gonna spit up again?
I open them to see TJ looking at me before he quickly looks away again.
And that's when Clint comes in. And it's just like, oh, these boys again, huh? Time for more beatings. Oh, what?
He fiddles with the stack of napkins.
You called me Toby earlier.
TJ, I am the Dom in this relationship, and I will dead name you. Just randomly, I'm also going to call Jenna Jasmine again, and also that trans woman from down the street. No, we're going to totally dead name her too. I mean, did I?
But I remember, even as I say it.
Yeah.
TJ forces a laugh.
It's been years since you've called me that.
Oh, yeah? I call you that in my mind all the time, Toby. Yeah, take it, Toby. Take your dead name.
We're quiet for a moment.
So, why did you call me that?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to girl boss you all over the place. I will call you what I want. Jebediah. See, I'll even go your the second half of your dead name. I guess I was just a little loopy after passing out. Acute food poisoning will make you spontaneously transphobic
Ah,
and dead name people, yeah.
I eye him carefully.
Do you mind if I call you that? I'm going to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. That's the Chase way.
TJ is fine.
So, yes. I study TJ, the way he's sort of hunched in on himself, his ears twitching.
Are you okay? How much of the Blackwater cookie did you eat? Enough to be cursed? Did the curse
Yeah.
get you, TJ?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I go back and forth between deciding if I should bring up the whole Flynn incident or not. Despite his best efforts, TJ isn't fooling anyone that he's not bothered by what happened. Of course he would be.
TJ, our mood is far too great. We are having too many good, fun vibes. So let me just take a wrecking ball to the only thing, to the last pillar of any good times. And do you want to talk about what happened on Monday? When you were accosted and verbally abused? Do you want to talk about it? Come on, TJ, I'm poking you.
TJ's quiet, and I kick myself. I'm given a little more time to think of what I'm gonna say next as Julian brings our food and strikes up another conversation. TJ, again, is able to easily slip into a smile and chat away with the stag. The smell of the burger has my mouth watering, and it's incredible when I take a bite. It's striking how easy it is for TJ to just put on a smile and act cheerful. It's almost like he's been traumatized as a youth and picked up the skill. It makes me wonder how much of it is actually genuine. I'm almost halfway done with my burger by the time Julian is angrily called back to the kitchen by the cook.
Get your Yeah, this is a Waffle House, I'll have you know. So, the show is just part of the experience.
TJ goes quiet again and starts plucking at his salad. I swallow and set down my burger. My stomach is turning a bit at what I'm planning to say.
Because, his stomach wasn't turning because of the food. I will stop bringing that up. I'm sorry. That horse has been beaten. But in a fun way. Oh. I was thinking about this before we got here.
About what?
That maybe we could use the time we have here to remember what happened. All the mysterious otter drownings that are unexplained. To find.
TJ finally looks at me, and the sadness I see in his eyes makes my heart plummet.
Find closure, like getting you to stop asking questions, TJ. Never question Sydney's death. Never.
From the sounds of it, Sydney was he's kind of a bit of a
Yeah.
bully.
Well, to be fair,
They were also
they
kids.
explained it in another route. Yeah.
Yeah.
His dad was really not okay with him being gay. And another thing happened, and also he has a ghost in him.
Yeah. TJ's quiet, staring at his salad. I don't know, man. Go ahead, Jace.
I don't know, man. It's just like, how bad is it for you still? Watching someone die. I do that all the time. I'm constantly going through my Twitter feed and watching those compilation videos, and look how great I am. And I just want to figure out how we can help.
Totally healthy. How's it going, Ace? How you doing today? I search for the right words.
Be at peace with it. That thing that the thing that has defined our lives. We're going to talk once, TJ, and you will never bring it up again. Quit asking questions.
Oh, yeah, Ace? Yeah, it was filled with lots of foxes squeaking and stuff. Nice. DJ's still quiet.
I don't know, man. As long as you don't ask questions, TJ, do not answer any of Flynn's questions. You two let's just be quiet.
I finally say and slump in my booth, feeling like I ruined everything.
How would we do that?
Shaky, but genuinely curious.
TJ, there's this thing called therapy. Maybe we all should have just gotten some. But no, screw that. I don't know. Talk about it. Talk about it with the others. Not Flynn. He doesn't deserve any closure or healing. In fact, let's rub it in his face. Be like, look at us, Flynn. We're all talking about it. Na 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 na.
We're all healing. You're not.
We're directly denying you healing, Flynn.
That's right. Take
we're
that,
friends.
you douchebag. Flynn's like, oh, how could this happen to me?
I will take my ram and go home. Thank you. Boop, boop, boop. And he just picks Carl up.
He just picks him up, throws him over his shoulder, takes off.
He's like, and he turns back one last time and be like, "Good day, sir." And stomps
Good
off.
day. TJ looks out the window again.
Maybe even go to the lake, talk about it there. You know, the scene of the crime. Murderers never go back to the scene of the crime, TJ. So
Never.
clearly this means I'm innocent. See, look how innocent I am. Never question this.
Never. Also, TJ, come to the scene of the crime. It's almost like serial murderers kind of repeat their crimes in certain locations.
Yeah, TJ, let me show you the scene of the crime so I could taunt you further and gaslight you, and you're never allowed to question.
That's right, TJ. Put on these handcuffs and let's go into the lake for no apparent reason. I almost choke on the word lake. Still worried about saying it in front of TJ.
Maybe.
Maybe. No, TJ, I am the Dom here. I will decide all your life decisions for you. So we are doing this thing I just thought of right now.
Also, Ace, they are wearing clothes, but they're going to be pretty slippery because of all the sweat that they have on them. They just finished doing a ton of manual labor.
Which,
Plus,
to be
Chase
fair-
hasn't gone to like demusk himself anywhere.
Yeah, I know. You must smell like complete glands right now.
Oh yeah, it's just nothing but glands.
To be fair, I mean, the best yard working clothing you could wear is a polo and khakis. So, I mean, TJ is on point with that.
Yeah, there you go.
Of course he
TJ
is. He probably
sighed.
dressed for the affair.
TJ sighs and finally looks at me with a small smile.
Maybe, but right now I just want to hang out with you and have a good time, okay?
This is how he works in State Farm.
Oh, that needs fan art. Yeah, if anyone can draw, we need that.
We just need Flo and
TJ
then
is
TJ
insurance.
next to her.
The Carl will be Flo. TJ will be State Farm. Oh no, Flynn has to be Geico.
like a good neighbor. TJ is there.
All right, go for it.
Always,
Chase.
he's always watching. Oh, okay.
So stop being so angry. It's making me sad.
I pick up my burger. My stomaching loosen up. My stomach loosening up enough that I feel like I can eat again.
You know, it actually is. This also just clicked off in my brain. Since I had like terrible stomach issues yesterday, where I was like throwing up violently, and then I followed it up with McDonald's. So actually, this kind of works. Maybe Chase is onto something. We should all just bow down and follow the way of the Chase.
Indeed.
Sorry, I was just looking forward to emotionally ruining you some more as I force a codependent relationship upon us. Just take it, TJ, take it. Okay, and also, you know you're in trouble when the Canadian tells you to stop apologizing.
And
TJ.
stop apologizing. Jesus, fuck. Not even I'm that bad, okay?
He says it with a smirk, then almost immediately frowns.
I mean, I'm sorry, that was rude, eh?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, look at that face. Oh, look at it.
Oh, scratch.
I laugh at him and he smiles back. I take another bite and look out the window. I feel a lot better now, and I'm pretty sure I only passed out because I didn't have any food in me.
Yeah, working a lot of manual labor in burning hot degrees, not drinking. The only water you're drinking is black water. In the sun for hours. You know, this sounded like such a recipe for success.
Yes.
I mean, they didn't even stick around long enough to have the birthday cake in this version of the party. Like, you didn't even have that in him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, did you ever see that tarantula again? I mean, it's not like he could be magic and teleport and might be the symbol of John B. Gay, the one of the town founders. I mean, that couldn't be it. I mean, after the time you saw it.
TJ shudders.
Ugh, no, thank goodness. I just have this rubber one. Catch!
And it's just like, and it's set so like where when it hits something, it just latches onto your head like a face hugger.
Yeah,
I-
TJ just has hammer space that surprisingly only works for rubber spiders.
yeah.
It's weird like that.
I look out the window at the brilliant sunset.
Ah, that's good.
That's good stuff. He tries to walk away from me, but I kick him in his lower back, and he goes stumbling forward into his knees. Stays there, not bothering to move at all. I glare at the back of his head, breathing hard.
How does it feel when it's happening to you? You know, like how your dad beats you. Because I, Chase, will just further along everyone's trauma. Take this, you emotionally abused child.
My voice shakes as I yell at him. I'm not used to doing something like this. It felt so gross. But at the same time, it feels like I'm finally teaching him. He's had this coming for so long.
Why are you mean to him? It's like it's your only outlet while you're closeted and your father is abusing you.
He doesn't answer, instead slowly getting up to his feet, wiping his face with the back of his hand. I told him to come out here to make one of his treasure hunts, just so I could confront him like this. It's not going how I thought it would go, though. He's just standing there, not saying anything. Finally, he starts to walk away again, shoulders slumped, ears and tail down. I feel another burst of anger following him. I quickly overtake his slow pace and shove him as hard as I can in the back. His head snaps back before he falls flat on his stomach on the ground. He stays there for a long, long time while I stare at him. I can't remember what happened after that. We went to the lake, and I said, "Let me show you this armbar."